Today, we're going to be taking a look at this $12 Walmart keyboard, and we're going to be comparing it to this $140 keyboard that was sent to me by DrunkDeer. Thank you, DrunkDeer. Thank you for sponsoring this video. Just to show you that I mean business, we're also going to be comparing my keyboard that I've been using for pretty much everything since almost day one, and this beginner level GameStop mechanical keyboard that I got way back in the day. And we're going to answer the age-old question: is a gaming keyboard, a mechanical keyboard, really necessary? We're going to see which one is truly better. Is this new keyboard from DrunkDeer, the A75 Pro, does it really beat my keyboard that I use every day? Is it more comfortable? Is it better quality? Is the GameStop one better? Is this thing going to just come out of nowhere and be the best out of all of them? Those questions and many more will be answered in this video. First, I know you want to see the shiny new keyboard first. I'm going to take a look at this $12 keyboard from Walmart. It's on brand, $12. It's got the full number pad. It's got LED indicators for caps lock. It's got all your function keys and whatnot. It's got little low profile keys. It actually feels like low key feels kind of comfortable. I can't lie. Very decent little sound. I think I need like contoured keys now. I might be used to it. So that's the one thing that this doesn't have. It doesn't have contoured keys. They're flat, low imp, like super short. It's a little heavier than you would expect actually for a cheap keyboard. Not sure what they got packing in there, but it's actually not too light. Next up, we got this GameStop mechanical keyboard, 60% mechanical. It's got a little Atrix logo right here. The new ones that they've made say GameStop now. It doesn't really have the function keys. It's got, if you hit, I think, function, then you have your hidden keys, your F1 through F12 up there, if you see them. So there's a bunch of double keys on here, basically, which I couldn't really figure out how to use. And it didn't come with any instructions, and I probably could have just looked it up. But you see how it's kind of ergonomically shaped, sort of. So it doesn't have any feet, no feet on the back, just a little rubber, keep it from sliding across the table. Got nice, very nice sound. I'll give it that for this GameStop keyboard. I really like the spacebar on this thing. I like the clickies. Got a decent sized enter key. If you're thinking about getting this one, I would definitely, I don't know if they sell, I think they do sell this one still, but it doesn't say Atrix on it. It says GameStop. We'll go ahead and plug it in and I'll show you the RGB because that's the coolest thing about this one is the RGB. And it changes. See how it changes? Isn't that sick? I'm not going to lie, the RGB might have been what sold me on this one. Overall, it'd be a slight upgrade over the last $12 keyboard at best. It doesn't matter. What I ended up doing was getting a new keyboard, which I'll show you right here. I didn't mean to roast GameStop so hard, but they've hurt me. Trying to sell them 28 games, you get 65 cents and a slap to the back of the head. That's all you get. Next up is my Razer keyboard that I've been using every day for over a year for gaming and editing and etc. Here we go. We got our Razer keyboard here. I have it set to pink. It could do all kinds of stuff inside the software. It's also got full size. It's got media buttons. It's got your mute, volume up, volume down. I don't know what that button does. You know, it's a full size keyboard. This thing is a hog. It takes up my whole desk, and I got no room for my mouse. You can prioritize your latest input without having to release the previous key. So it's kind of like a, you know, like a discount mechanical keyboard feature that they have in this, which I've never turned on. I didn't know was a feature until I was doing the research for this video. So now we know. This one, however, without the wrist rest, 3.1 pounds. This thing is 3.1 pounds. This thing is fat. This thing is literally double the weight of the GameStop keyboard. And that thing was heavy, dude. This 3 pounds is insane. So it's got Razer Mecha membrane switches. It's basically like the tactile feedback of a mechanical switch meets the softer touch of like a membrane switch. So it's kind of in between. It gives you some of the performance of like a mechanical switch, but it also has like kind of cushioning within it that makes it feel kind of nice, if that makes any sense. It's got like a little cable run. So if you want to do cable management, you got like little feet. And then you got another little foot. It's even smaller. I use the big feet. I'm going to go ahead and rate all of them before I get into the new keyboard, so I can give you my honest opinion. Just like closing thoughts on those 3 keyboards. I would say I'll start with the Walmart keyboard. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. And the only reason I say that is because it was actually extremely useful when I needed it. I didn't have any problems with it. I like the low profile keys, and it just worked. It worked when I needed it. It's a great little keyboard. Not the perfect thing for super fast paced gaming, but if you're just editing, doing stuff like that, it's a great little keyboard. I give GameStop a 4 out of 10. I like the Atrix keyboard. I like the RGB. It's a cute little keyboard. I didn't like having to use a function key. I would have rather seen a 75% mechanical keyboard here. Razer keyboard. Yeah, I mean, it's a great little keyboard. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I really like it. It's been super useful. It's nothing fancy for gaming. All right, now we're going to move on to everyone's favorite part, unboxing. We're going to be opening up the new keyboard. Keyboard. Thank you, DrunkDeer. Wow. It's so beautiful. Oh my God. Oh my. The DrunkDeer A75 Pro. Look at this freaking thing. It is immaculate. Look at this. Got the little DrunkDeer symbol on the side. Got a little bit of flare. Little USB Type-C there. This thing got a DrunkDeer symbol there. Got the red bar across. USB Type-C cable, removable. Got the red keys. This thing is freaking heavy. This is way heavier than the GameStop one. Oh yeah. Oh my God, this thing is thick. This thing is thick. It's got like glitter. It's not just like flat black. It's like glittery. All right, enough gushing over it. So here's the deal. It's basically got this thing called rapid trigger. So it's when you hit the key, it's triggered once you press it, and then the second that you release, it'll reset. It's basically continuously active, and then you can instantly deactivate it. So you can basically have immediate accuracy in an FPS game. For example, I'll show you Valorant. Like when you go to strafe, when you have perfect aiming accuracy, when you stop, when you shoot in Valorant, you can stop a lot faster. You could stop your strafe and change direction a lot faster. So you can adjust the actuation distance. It's got an actuation range of 0.2 to 3.88 millimeters. Now the Wooting 60HE has 0.1 to 4. So the only advantage that the Wooting 60HE really has over this keyboard is that you can adjust your actuation point down to 0.1 millimeter versus this one, the lowest you can go is 0.2. Now, realistically, are you going to be using 0.1? Probably not. Most people would probably find it annoying. But if you're that one person that wants that 0.1 millimeter, then I mean, the only place you're going to get that is a Wooting. You might have to be on a wait list for a little while. So we got 5 pretty useful side keys, I'd say. Well, I guess there's 4. Home, page up, page down, and end. It's, like I said, a 75% mechanical, or in other words, 82 keys. It's 2.2 pounds. So I guess I'm wrong. This one's 2.2 pounds or 1,000 grams. This thing's 1,000 grams. It's basically a brand new switch. So they have rapid trigger, right? But they also have a new type of switch in it. The way I understand it basically is it's a magnetic switch. It provides 100 million time key striking life, and which is about double the traditional key life. For, you know, you could hit the button basically 100 million times before it would typically fail the switch. You could use it for smooth typing. It eliminates most friction and noise, and only the smooth linear typing tactile kind of remains there. And the structure space brings more possibility of switch types like clicky or tactile. So like with the A75, what the version that I got, it's the OEM caps. You can get different kind of caps. I got the OEM caps with shine through so that you can see the RGB a little bit better. It's 10 times faster. That's their claim, that it's 10 times faster than traditional mechanical keyboards. And the tray mount has a freaking shock absorber in it, dude. It, like, you go to put the feet up, I'll have a graphic for it, but look at that. Look at that. It's got shocks in it. This keyboard has shocks in it. What? Those magnetic switches, they're called Hall effect switches. The switches basically use like magnetic sensors instead of typical push down switches where you make contact. You're not making any contact. It uses a magnetic sensor to detect the depth of the press as opposed to you striking the actual button or the inside of the switch. You can also do a lot of stuff like on the keyboard. There's like a web browser for it that you use for controls, very similar to the Wooting web browser software. So you don't have to download anything on your computer. You can just go to the website, and it's got onboard memory. So you set your settings, and then you're good to go. You can close the browser out, call it a day. Everything's going to be saved in here. But there's a lot of stuff that you can control like on the keyboard, like pre-travel customization and backlighting. You can do that directly on the keyboard. The web browser, you can do the rapid trigger sensitivity. You could do custom profiles if you have one for gaming that's more sensitive, and then you could have another one like for editing or for typing where it's a little less sensitive. But right now, I got you guys. You ready for it? Right now, they actually have a Black Friday sale. So from now until the 29th of November, you can get this keyboard right now for 20% off, $111.99, so $112 instead of $140. If you do end up adding more stuff to your order, you can use code SAVEMORE. If you use $175 or more, you can use code SAVEMORE for another $5 off. But if you're watching after Black Friday, make sure to use code NoodleNick and you get $10 off. Plug this thing in so I can show you guys the lights. I haven't seen it yet. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Oh. Wow. Okay, let's put the feet down. Boom, boom, boom. From what I can tell, it's just one little foot. Just one foot. Okay, so now I've introduced you to all the keyboards. I'm going to go ahead and give it my rating before I use it for gaming, and then we're going to test them all out and see how ridiculous they are for gaming and which one's going to be the best. So first off, this keyboard so far, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Yeah, I might be biased. Yeah, maybe they sent it to me. But I mean, it's awesome. This is like the coolest keyboard I've ever seen. Like, I'm not even joking. I've never seen an expensive, like, cool mechanical keyboard. This thing has all the features of a freaking Wooting keyboard, which I always wanted, but I could never afford. And it's way cheaper. And if you get it during Black Friday, you're getting like a crazy deal on what is essentially almost a half. I wouldn't say half, like a very, very low price, competitive level keyboard. I mean, this thing is no joke. This thing is heavy. This thing's it's not even mechanical. It's like a completely brand new thing. There's shock absorbers in it. Okay, so now we're gonna load up some games. I'm probably gonna play like maybe just like hop in the finals, and we're gonna see like how gaming just in general feels on each one by one. And we're gonna start with the Walmart keyboard. All right, so strafing. I'm gonna strafe as fast as I can. Check out some crouch spamming. We're gonna do some crouch spamming. This is as fast as I can go. Oh, God, that... I am not used to the spacebar being up that high. Okay, oh. Oh my... Dude, oh, no, throw this whole keyboard away. The spacebar. The spacebar and the shift are like... Need to be higher up or something? Okay, I don't like the low profile as much as I thought. My wrist is actually already hurting. I feel like I'm pushing too hard because I'm used to having like taller keys. You know? I mean, it honestly though, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. It's usable. It's usable. Like, okay, maybe not for like, I'm hitting the X button. Yeah, these keys are like lined up weird or something. That's the Walmart keyboard. It feels really bad. I'm not gonna lie. I probably wouldn't use this for longer than like 20 minutes. Overall, I'd say that I may have rated it a little too high, but if you want to use it for anything besides gaming, it's totally acceptable. But yeah, wow, those buttons just don't feel good. It doesn't give you what I feel like. It just didn't give me what I needed. Next up, we got the GameStop keyboard, the 60% mechanical keyboard. That was bad for my wrist. We're gonna give it another shot. I'm sure it'll be a nice, refreshing change from the $12 Walmart keyboard. This is, again, if you want to go buy this right now from GameStop, it's $40 mechanical keyboard. Very, very small. It'll probably work better if you have like smaller hands. Then it probably wouldn't be so uncomfortable. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I didn't think there'd be that much of a difference, but we're going to do straight. It already feels... Oh, wow, that feels way better. Wow, that was such a huge upgrade. Wow. Okay, straight from $12 to mechanical keyboard, but we're going in order of price here. So this is the $40 keyboard. Let's do strafing. I definitely feel a big difference in strafing. It feels faster. And also the keys like give you a little like, it gives you like a little spring back, like a little bit of feedback, you know? Does that make sense? Like it's got a little jiggle on it, you know what I mean? Oh, geez, canceled for that one. Then we're going to do the crouch spamming. It's so much easier it's not even necessarily like faster, but it's just easier on my hand to like do repeat clicks like that. And the keyboard, the space bar is in the right spot. It's actually the space. You know what it is? You know what the problem with this keyboard is? The space bar is too high up. It's too high. It's very, very tall. Well, I mean, it's not Atrix anymore. It says GameStop on the space bar now, but I like because it says Atrix because GameStop cringe. But Atrix brand, people don't know that's GameStop brand. You know what I mean? But no, it felt good. It did feel good. It felt better than the $12 keyboard from Walmart. I felt faster. It felt like I could repeat keys. Just like, it just felt right. It felt better. A lot better than the last keyboard. With that in mind, I'm going to go hurt my feelings now and switch to the main keyboard that I use every day. And we'll see how performance stacks up with, we'll see how much performance I really gave up for comfort for the last year and a half. Was I being nerfed in games this whole time, playing with a membrane keyboard? I'm sorry I was gaming on a membrane keyboard. I know that that's against like the gaming god rules, but here we go. Okay, so we'll do the strafe test. Here we go. Strafe as fast as possible. I would say because the keycaps like don't have as much feedback on it, like as much pushback, it's kind of hard to to get to the next keystroke. Oh my God, this is actually worse. What have I done? Why did I have to make a video about this before finding out that I'm using a bad keyboard? No, please, why? My advantage in games, it's gone. No way. Oh my, bro. Okay, crouch spamming is not terrible. Dude, this, I'm not joking. The difference between the amount of keys that I can press at the same time and get more movement and more linear movement was 100% the GameStop keyboard. I could change direction. I could just feel it. I can feel there's like more latency with this one. I can feel like it's just slow to start the strafe. It's slow to like switch, you know, to strafe, switch strafe, crouch, and do a bunch of buttons at once. It's like slow. It's really slow. I've been using this for 1.5 years. Do you know how resource intensive Razer Synapse is? Yeah, I mean, wow. Wow. This has really made me rethink my life decisions. This is like not even objectively worse. This is not, it's not objective. It's worse. It's worse than the game. Okay. Wow. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm actually upset. This isn't even YouTube NoodleNick. This is home NoodleNick. I'm upset that I've been using this keyboard and I had this GameStop one and it's definitely way better. It's not even close. Wow. Dude, just to feel it, just like, you know, you sit down, you just start gaming, you start running around, you start crouching, strafing. You could just feel it. You've been playing games long enough, you know what I'm talking about. When you get like a new mouse or you change your sensitivity, you can just feel it. You've been doing it for so long. And I've been doing it for so long on this keyboard, and it's not good for gaming. It's not good for gaming. Don't use this for gaming. This is not good for gaming. Please get yourself a cheaper mechanical keyboard and a number pad for editing if you have to. Don't make the same mistake as me. I'm not going to use this anymore. This is like, and I like Razer. I'm talking to you right now through a Razer webcam. I like Razer. I used to use their headphones too before they broke, but they lasted a really long time. And this keyboard is amazing for what it was designed for. And it's lasted so long and done so great in areas that it was designed for. This really hurt and really made me rethink how many situations in gaming that I probably could have had a little bit more of an advantage, especially when I was playing Valorant every day for more than a month. I was streaming Valorant every day and I was playing Valorant on this keyboard. That's the worst type of game you could play. This keyboard, the A75 Pro, and I mean even the GameStop keyboard, they're designed so that you could stop fast and get your accuracy like that. This is not made for that. And I was just what have I done? No. All right, that's it. I have to feel better now because the A75 has got to be better than all these. Okay, first game ever on the A75 Pro. Here we go. Oh, that Windows, dude, I cannot stop talking about that Windows button. They're silent. They don't make a freaking peep. I haven't used this yet. I haven't plugged it in and hit a key besides the Windows button. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh my dude, bro, nah, I'm not capping. I swear to you. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's silent, dude. It's not even just silent. When you go to push it, you feel nothing. You feel nothing. There's nothing. Look. I'm not even pushing. You don't have to push it all the way down for it to work. It's just. I'm just breathing on it. It's just moving. I can't begin to describe to you how this feels. I can't convey it in words what this is like after using the Razer. I wish I could lie this good. Like, honestly, this is the coolest thing ever. This is the coolest thing ever. Like just the sensation of not having to fully hit the button and it just starts going. And then as soon as you let go, it literally just, like as soon as you start moving, not as soon as you fully let go of the button, as soon as you start moving in the opposite direction, it, oh. Okay, strafing time. Look at that. I keep using my mouse button to slide instead of my... Okay, crouch spamming. I mean, at a certain point, you kind of reach the max limit on crouch speed in the game, but... Look at that! Look at that! And it doesn't hurt my wrist, like doing this over and over again. Dude, I'm telling you, it feels like touching a cloud. That like extra sponge layer they put in to like... And the shock absorbing makes it feel like you're not... I'm like hitting my keyboard as hard as I can because I'm gaming like an absolute maniac because my hands are like 25-pound hams each. And I just don't hear anything. All I hear is the space bar. If this is what people have had this whole time, I'm mad because I was at like... I couldn't even... I've never experienced anything like that before, so I couldn't even comprehend what I didn't have until just using that. I'm like legitimately mad right now. Like I'm actually mad. I'm mad because I'm using that piece of crap for like a year and a half, and I didn't think that keyboards really mattered that much. You know, I thought it was like, you know, your mouse and your sensitivity and this, that, and dude, I'm telling you, like, I'm about to be cracked. I'm not joking, bro. I'm about to be cracked. Oh my God, dude, DrunkDeer, you're crazy. There's no way that you're charging this. Please get the, if you're going to get this, please get this for the Black Friday sale. Cause it's literally like, I don't know what a Wooting keyboard feels like, but I guarantee you it doesn't feel as cool as that. That's, oh, I'm like rethinking my whole life right now. Wow. I didn't think the keyboards really mattered that much. Okay. Final thoughts. I have goosebumps you can see him. I have goosebumps talking and thinking about using this keyboard. It's got me feeling some type of way. It's got me feeling a little different. It's got me feeling a little excited to play games. Dude, when I tell you that like the second that I hit the Windows button so that I could get out of the finals to go into this screen to touch OBS, and I was instantly like blown away. I'm not joking. Like I've never felt this is the only mechanical keyboard I've ever felt. So this is all I have to compare to. And I went straight to what is essentially a Wooting 60HE, but better because it has more keys. And it's got a freaking shock absorber in it. Wait, name off the top of your head how many keyboards have a shock absorber built into the tray. That's freaking sick, dude. Like, but besides all that, just the feel, just using it felt almost indescribable. Like it's making me giddy, like a kid again. I feel young again after using this keyboard. If you want to be an absolute demon, if you want to be my best friend, and you want to freaking shake my hand right now, you want to shake my hand right now? You get this freaking thing. I should have got it. I don't even know. When did this come out? I needed it then. I needed this a long time ago. It's awesome. Even like the red space bar, that's like my favorite thing. Thank you so much for watching. This has been NoodleNick. This has been DrunkDeer A75 Pro keyboard review. Overall review. You guys did a bang up job. I freaking love this thing. I don't know how you did it. I don't even know if I want to know. But this thing's out of this world. It feels like alien technology. Absolutely love it. Did good. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.